What's up? How's it going today? All right, I'll quit with the creepy filter. Don't worry. Having some fun with this. It is kind of creepy though, right? I think so. All right, so today it's the usual day. Get ready to head down to Run Club here in a little bit. I have not put on any makeup yet today. And one thing that I've heard of lately is using a translucent setting powder as your base. Now, a translucent setting powder doesn't give any sort of coverage, but what it does do, at least the one that I use, it gives like a blurring effect. So think like Snapchat filter, you know, that like totally smooths out your skin and makes you look flawless. That's what this setting powder does. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as my base and see if that works for me. I've never tried this before, so this will be something interesting to try. So what I'm going to start with actually is I'm going to use a setting spray first instead of a primer. Get that on, let that dry for just a second. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and use the translucent setting powder as a base. So while that dries for a quick second, I'll give you a couple other things that we're going to talk about today. Quick tips for getting ready. So the first thing you have to decide when you are putting together just a super fast look, what are your priorities? You can't do it all, right? So today my priorities are going to be the translucent setting powder. I'm going to put a little bit of a colorful eyeliner on, just on the top, some mascara, a little bit of blush, and some lip gloss that's a very similar color to the blush. And that's going to be my quick look today. So, like I said, let's give this a try, okay? Eyeliner rolled off. Okay, so we're going to start with the setting powder, and I'm just going to use that all over my face, tap off any excess that I've got. And what I'll do is I'll start on the right side here. It's my right, your left. And just apply it all over and just kind of see what kind of look I can get and see if it really does look different. Like I said, it's a translucent setting powder, so it's not going to give me any sort of color or coverage, but it will be interesting to see if this side looks smoother. So, I think I've mostly got it on here. So I do think, I mean, you'll have to tell me, those of you that are watching this, but just, you know, looking at it side by side, this side definitely looks smoother. It looks more even. My skin tone looks smoother. So I would say that this absolutely works. So if you've got, you know, just want to throw something on real quick, don't mind, you know, having more of that natural look, but just want to smooth out your skin tone, this totally works. So this half is just the translucent setting powder. This half is bare. So now imagine, I'll go ahead and do the rest of my face, but now imagine if you are using the setting powder over makeup, right? I really, really like to use it. Obviously as a finishing product, but I also use the setting spray for that. But if you ever get too much makeup on in one spot, for example, blush, and I could show you this example here in a minute once we apply the blush, but it really smooths it out. So if you ever get too much of something on, you don't even have to worry about it. All right, so this is just the translucent setting powder, and it really has smoothed out my skin tone. It really just has created that kind of soft blurring effect to make everything look smoother. So definitely a fan of that for a quick look. Okay, next up, I'm going to apply just a little bit. I'm choosing this really pretty color here so you guys can see it, blue eyeliner. It's a pencil, and I'm just going to apply that right here up top here, just for a little pop of color. Like I said, we're just creating a quick look. So this would be one thing that you can do for creating a quick look. Keep your foundation light, throw on a little of a fun colored eyeliner to, you know, make it stand out a little more. Oops, excuse me, just broke that off. Hang on a sec. Here's a tip for you for eyeliner. It's because I just dropped it on the ground a second ago. When you're using eyeliner, turn the sharpener and not the pencil. You will actually use less eyeliner and you'll get a sharper point on it. And I'm not exactly sure why that works, but just trust me and it does. Just trust me. All right, let me get this just a little bit more, so I've got a little bit more of a point on there. Cool. All right. All right. Actually, let me just grab my little mirror here. There we go. All right. Now we'll go and do the other eye. So yeah, like I said, just in keeping it light, grab a fun color because that will make your light look still, still gonna look light, but it makes it more fun than just using, a black or a brown. Grab something with a little bit of color pop to it. And the key, if you are ever for some reason doing this one with one hand, is to just use small strokes. Small little strokes will get that evened out for you. Okay, so I'm just going to take my liner shader brush here, little liner end of it, and just smooth that out real quick. So I've got a nice even look. I personally like to soften the look a little bit. I don't personally prefer a harsh line unless I'm using, going for a more dramatic look with, a liquid eyeliner. But otherwise, I like to smudge it just a little bit and soften that look. All right, cool. Next up, I'm gonna put on just a little bit of mascara. Then just a touch of blush, and I will do an example for you with the blush when you apply too much of it, how that setting powder can be used to totally smooth that out so that you don't look like a clown. Because that would not be good unless you're like dressed up for a party or something. So one tip that I find really handy when applying mascara is just slowly closing my eyes as I do it, because it really helps get that mascara like gel all the way to the tip. And then that just, highlights the tips of your eyelashes and makes them more noticeable, which makes your eyelashes look longer. Okay, I'll come back in a moment. I'm going to do another coat. But so next up, let's do a coat of, or layer, of the blush. So today I'm using this really nice light color because since I'm doing a light look, I'm doing a lip gloss that's a very similar color. So this side I will do normal with my blush. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. This is a pretty light color for me. In person you can see it more probably than you can on the video. But I'll kind of load it up here and show you the powder example on this side. All right, so let's say you get this on here and you're like, holy crap, I have on way too much blush. What you can do with that setting powder is two options. If you think that you just have like too much where it meets your face color, just grab a little brush and just kind of go right around, the edges with that translucent setting powder, and it's totally going to smooth that out and blend it. And you can use that for, eyeshadow. You don't get too much eyeshadow up in here, or it's not blending right, next to your foundation color. Just add a little translucent powder. But if you feel like, no, like I got too much blush on, take a little bit of translucent powder and go right over the whole spot where you just applied that blush. And it makes it look totally smooth, lightens it, blends it super easy. So translucent setting powder, a lot of people ask me how I get my makeup to look so smooth, especially when I do an eyeshadow look. A lot of it is a blending brush and translucent setting powder, because that is one of the most useful tools that you can have when creating that blended look. So if you want to know what ones I use or where you can get them, just shoot me a message or drop a comment. No worries, I'll get back to you. Okay, so last step, I'm just going to put on a little bit of lip gloss. And that will be it for the quick look today. So, like I said, when creating a quick look, you have to decide what your priorities are. You can't do everything. I can't do my eyebrows in a quick look. So guess what? They're not getting done today, because all I'm going to do is go down to Run Club and run a few miles and sweat. So I'm not doing them today. But you have to decide what is important to you when you're creating a quick look, because you can't do everything. So today I chose to just, make my eyes pop a little bit with a fun eyeliner color. Went with that translucent setting powder all over my face with no other sort of coverage. And it really just created a really nice smooth look, so I really like it. A little mascara, a little blush, and some lip gloss, and that's it for today. So if you've got questions about any of the colors or products that I use, please feel free to drop me a message. Otherwise, I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.